money in my pocket, but I'm happy, so fuck it. Yo, I'm feeling so fine. I'll be drinking my wine, flying high like a rocket. I got you, you got me. Do you wanna join in? My drink is free. I got you got me, and we don't know where else to be. We got no problems to worry about now. We got no others to break us down. We got no problems to worry about now. We got no others to break us down. Oh, I got no money in my pocket, but I'm happy, so fuck it. Yo, I'm feeling so fine. I'll be drinking my wine, flying high like a rocket. I got you got me. Do you wanna join in? My drink is free. I got you got me, and we don't know where else to be. We got no problems to worry about now. We got no others to break us down. We got no problems to worry about now. We got no others to break us down.
Hello? Hello? I'm just going to give some of the slow readers in chat that I know are here a little time to read this before I get going. Brendan. How are we doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Jack the Soulman Sullivan, coming at you live with yet again a stream snacks food review. Bringing you today from Baja's Mexican Grill, I think, a chimichanga, which is a fried burrito for the uninitiated. Slow roasted pork, no beans, rice, Monterey Jack cheese, mild salsa, corn salsa, guacamole, pico de gallo, and extra slow roasted pork. It's a very exciting day. Before I get into the food, hello Brendan. Before I get into the food, I'm going to first lay out what's going on here. We had a great 5-hour, 42-minute stream this morning to get into Cold War. We have now taken a small break to get dinner and also beverages. I'm doing a interlude stream food review. And it's review time, baby. Now, after this review, we will be doing another brief break before rolling back into a long session of Call of Duty with the boys. The boys. Now, hello Megan. And hi Kate. There will be no guest visit of Devin, the senpai Sully, on this food review. Knowing Devin's talents of eating food and his general history in the matter, this was too much for his ability. He has already eaten, and he spilled it everywhere. So Devin will be returning as a guest judge tomorrow for wings, which would be great. But for now, we're going to get into the food. Now, for those of you that don't know, a chimichanga is a burrito where the non-wet ingredients are in the burrito, and then the burrito is deep fried. It is truly an American tradition, but Mexican. And then you have your salsas and assorted wet foods on the side to dip and place on top of your burrito. Now, this is something Devin struggled with severely. Being the more coordinated brother that I am, I will attempt to do better. But it's also quite a tall task. Now, first what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw that shit away. I'm going to try to give you a little close-up view of what we got here. Oh boy, this is going to be, I can like picture myself just dumping it. That'd be hilarious. Now, the first thing that you have to know about eating a chimichanga is you have to set the mood, okay? So that's what I've done here. We've lit a candle. It kind of provides a better atmosphere and really makes you feel like you're at the restaurant in this quarantine time, you know? That's a great cut. Look at that. Look at that. You seeing what I'm seeing? Now, per tradition, chat will go through an ASMR bite with me to get the full experience, and then I will, of course, mute myself because that's disgusting. Now, for this first bite, I will dip guac and corn. But I'm going to dip into the guac like so, and then use the fork I strategically grabbed from the kitchen to place some corn on top. And that's how you get your first bite of a chimichanga. Thank you, Synonix. Good dip, Progger's dip. That's what we like to see, you know? You look at this dip and you think, that dip could make me happy one day. Or right now. Let's go find out. I'm not sure if you saw that single flake I just lifted up, but that was the only piece of the chimichanga I dropped, as opposed to someone else in this house. But where do I begin? Before I get into it, I can already give you my 100% seal of approval on a chimichanga, okay? Like, normally I would try to build suspense throughout this experience, but I cannot lie to the viewer and hold out on that information. Because if you are in a situation like us, it's 7:22, you might have a Mexican restaurant with it near you that would maybe close at 8 o'clock on a Friday if it's a bad restaurant, or if you live in maybe Ohio where nothing goes on. So you might have only 40 minutes to get to a restaurant and get a chimichanga at your hands. You know? You might only have 40 minutes. And I would be appalled with myself if my delay of the information to you was the reason you did not get a chimichanga tonight that you so fully deserve. Okay? So that's my first exclamation to you. Now, if you look at this chimichanga, They really used the rice to encircle the rest of the flavor in the burrito. Now, in a inexperienced burrito shop, you will find that they roll it incorrectly, and the rice will sit in either one half or a lower segment of the burrito. Now, when you're able to have the rice roll throughout, it better cushions the meat and fillings and keeps everything together. Now, that is a sign of a professional burrito roll. Yes, exactly, Sononics. Kings deserve changes in circulation and meat cushions. Now, I'm also going to point out here, I'm going to say it's not even special rice. This is basically your standard low-level brown white rice. It's somewhere in between. I actually can't even tell. It might be white rice and dyed by the juices, but it's very good, holds together well. It's not sticking in your throat. It's not clumping. It's just a good transfer of flavor. Okay? Now, we have, like I said, Monterey Jack cheese in this sandwich. It really complements the carnitas pulled pork in this very well. It melts in and kind of, if you can get a look in there. Ooh, little spill. You know what? I am a solvent, so it's fine. You can see that the meat is also not only held together by the rice around it, but by the cheese melting and infusing itself through it, which delivers a great and complete flavor bite. Now, I'm going to come back in for another one. I feel like I just can't not do such a thing. I'm going to go for another. I'm going to use the fork this time, full on. We're going to mix together some guac, corn, and salsa. Place on top. We're going to get a good show. Oh, big bite. For the camera, okay? Just so you guys can see it. Now, per tradition, I will not be ASMRing the second or any other bite after that, for that would just be inconsiderate. Synonyx, you are absolutely right. That was a great bite. Preston, it's not my fault. It's just the rules. I didn't make them, okay? So, you distracted me. I forgot where I was going to go with that. I forgot my point. There's only one way to find the point. You know, we got to go back. Wow. That bite fell apart. I will not admit. I can't lie to the viewers. Things have gone a little out of hand. If you don't have at least industrial grade paper towels around, you're kind of in a bad spot. Just to lay it out for you ahead of time. Now, I'm only going to do a short review of the chimichanga. I'm not going to eat the whole thing on stream for a very important reason. One, it's going to take a little bit. Two, like, if I was to eat this on stream, it would really belong on a different video hosting site. And three, I forget the third. We're just rolling with it. Staff's on hand. So if you don't have paper towels around, I wouldn't go for this experience, actually. You could go all in, fork and knife, get in there and cut it, but that would really just be an abomination to the food itself. But what do I have to say about chimichangas? So, chimichanga is the perfect mid-temperate day, okay? You cannot eat a chimichanga on a day where you're going to sweat naturally at any moment when you're outside, okay? Okay, maybe not that far, because you can sweat in a lot of moments when you're outside. But if there's any moment where you think, I would not want... If you're in a t-shirt... Okay, wait. Okay, fall. Thank you. Production staff. Normally the key card notes are coming up faster, but Devin just keeps dropping them. He's just out of hand. Cough elbow. Yes, cough elbow. So, a chimichanga can really set your day back if you don't go about planning it correctly. You have to leave ample time for you to be hungry enough to get through it, but also you have to be prepared for one fact. When you get 3/4 of the way through the chimichanga, it is going to hit you like a brick. You are going to suddenly feel like you can no longer stand up if you need to. If you had to run from someone trying to mug you, you are immediately dead. I have experienced this a series of times eating chimichangas. At some point, you will pass out. But overall, chimichangas are amazing. The Baja's chimichanga is amazing. It's a great delivery of Mexican flavors in a compact fashion while also bringing in pure lack of health by deep frying an entire burrito. Exactly, Sonics. My recommendation to everyone is if you have not had a chimichanga, you must have a chimichanga. If you have thought about having a chimichanga, you need to get more involved with that thought. But you need to be careful because things that are too good to be true sometimes can be. And that is why I'm trying to get this message out to you as soon as humanly possible. Because as we know, it's 7:30 now. It's been 8 minutes. Some restaurants close at 8 o'clock. You could be 30 minutes away from being another day away from a chimichanga. So that is why I'm giving my complete seal of approval with a red tape. Be careful. You got to do something active. You got to go to work. Do not eat a chimichanga. If you're going to lay down, watch some Tiger King, a little Netflix, YouTube. Too late. It was the only Netflix show I could think of. Fuck off. But there it is. That's a chimichanga. It's a great food. And we're going to roll with it. And I will see everyone back here in mere moments. Probably 20 minutes. 30 if I get 3/4 of the way through and have to fall asleep. But I will set an alarm. We will be back here streaming Call of Duty for the rest of the night. We have goals to hit. We have kills to make. And we have fans to please. Thank you for sticking around. It's been a lot of fun. Remember, Wings review tomorrow with special guest Devin Sullivan. Video compilation of the reviews coming live on the channel this week. Maybe. But we'll see. We're coming at you. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for coming around.